Nedum, what was it like to share a locker room with Yaya Toure? Tell us more about his presence on and off the pitch, as you're someone who has seen him firsthand.
Well, I saw him first time for about 6 months. Let's not put too much on my career there. You know, I was very much out the door by the time he was rising to his peak. But he's a really nice guy, and I did some work with him earlier this year as well. He's really funny, light-hearted, enjoys just playing the game, and he's just a positive influence, and he's so casual, yet brilliant at the same time. He was one of probably 1 or 2 players who I played with where, like, if they played well, you felt confident you were going to win because there was no matchup for him on the other side. So he was a really good guy and an absolutely incredible player, and he sort of took training to a different level because if he was on it, as I say, you could do as much as you could, but at the end of the day, he'd probably come up short.
But then why, obviously, as a brilliant player he was and what he did at City, also on that list is birthday cake gate.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about any of that stuff, to be honest. It's all very, very strange. And even earlier in the year, when I spoke to him, he thought that he wasn't welcome back at City. But then I said, all the staff, they love you. The fans, they love you. You know, they want to see you back up here. So maybe there's a bit of a misunderstanding there. And obviously, like, maybe he doesn't really want to rectify it, but I hope that he does at some point because people are desperate to see him back in Manchester. Because right at the minute, I think he's probably coaching for Spurs, which really threw me off because he'd be more than welcome to come back up north.
Oh. Birthday cake, huh?
Do you remember that?
Slightly.
There you go. Okay.
Why is people defined? But by the way, I've been sitting here when the boys have been talking, worrying about what we're going to do for the next few weeks.
Okay, right. Well, we're just going to answer some questions for now. Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.